Hello friends, I'm again here Shivalika. So as in our previous video, I have discussed about the endocrine system and the exocrine system and gave a brief introduction of the chapter, and a basic knowledge about the hormones was also discussed in our last video. So now we will do the adrenal gland and the pancreas gland in this video. So let us begin. As you can see in the picture, the adrenal glands are present on the top of the each kidney and they are caps-like structure. Now, each adrenal gland consists of the two parts, a central medulla and the peripheral cortex. Now, let us discuss about the adrenal medulla. Adrenal medulla secretes adrenaline and it is also called as noradrenaline. Adrenaline is a hormone which prepares the body to meet any emergency situation, for fight, that is to face any danger, or for flight, to run away from it. Extra energy. What it gives extra energy and strength to the body in that situation. And extra hormone is also released into the blood at the time of emotional stress. When a person is excited or angry, our adrenal produce a lot of adrenaline. The gland itself is stimulated by the nerves ending of the autonomic nervous system. Now, we will be discussing about the functions of adrenaline, the emergency hormone. Now, the first function is that it increases heartbeat accompanied by the increase in the blood pressure. The second function is that it increases blood supply to the muscles while decrease it to the skin and the visceral organs. The third function of the adrenaline is that more glucose is released into the blood by the liver. Remember, the glucose is always released into the blood by the liver when the adrenaline is secreted from the medulla, adrenal medulla. Don't confuse between adrenal medulla and medulla oblongata. Adrenal medulla means that it is related to your kidney or near to the kidney, and medulla oblongata is in your brain. So remember it. Now let us come to the adrenal cortex. Adrenal cortex secretes many hormones, but the best known hormone is cortisone. Okay, the best known hormone is cortisone. The cortisone hormone is also characterized into two parts, that is the mineral corticoids and the glucocorticoids. Okay, so let us discuss about the mineral corticoids. Mineral corticoids regulates the minerals metabolism, especially the sodium and the potassium ion. And the glucocorticoids regulates the carbohydrate, protein and the fat metabolism. Now we will be discussing about the hyposecretion of the adrenal uh, glands hormones and the hypersecretion. So let us know that what are the disease caused due to the hyposecretion of the hormone or the hypersecretion of the hormone. So let us begin. So the hyposecretion from the adrenal cortex causes the Addison's disease. What are the symptoms of these disease? Loss of energy, skin pigmentation, loss of weight, and hypoglycemia, low blood sugar level. Sensitivity to the cold and pain increased, to infection, etc. And the hypersecretion of adrenal cortex causes Cushing syndromes, and the symptoms are the obesity, hyperglycemia means the high blood sugar level, and weakness, salt and water retention. So these two are the diseases causes by the hyposecretion and the hypersecretion. So now let me tell you what is hypo. Hypo means कम, secretion कम होना, and hyper means secretion ज़्यादा होना. So you should know the difference between hypo and the hyper. Hyper means more, hypo means less. Or you can say the hyper word is used when something is in excess, or hypo word is used when something is in deficient amount. Now let us come to our second gland, that is the pancreas. So as we know that pancreas is both a duct gland and as well as a ductless gland. So as a duct gland, it's its secretion is the pancreatic juice, and which is poured to the duodenum for the digestion. And as a ductless gland, it has a special group of hormones secreting, and which is called as islets of Langerhans, and which is scattered in the entire gland. Okay, the islets of cells produces three hormones. The first one is insulin, second is glucagon, and the third is somatostatin. And for from three different kind of cells, they are the beta, alpha, and delta cells respectively. Now in your course, the somatostatin is not in our course. We will be discussing about only the alpha and the beta, that is the glucagon and the insulin. So let us come to insulin. Insulin, it is secreted by the beta cells. Check arise for the glucose level in blood. This is does in two principles way. First one is that it promotes glucose utilization by the body, and the second is stimulates deposition of the extra glucose of the blood as glycogen in liver and muscles. Now, the under secretion of the insulin causes diabetes, which is called as diabetes mellitus, or we can say it hyperglycemia. Okay, now a diabetic person has a high concentration of sugar in blood in the hyperglycemia. Hyper means excess, glycemic means sugar or glucose, and emia means blood. Excretes a great deal of urine loaded with sugar. Means a person um, suffering from the diabetes mellitus has a great deal with urine. Means the person urinate frequently, and in they are feeling very thirsty due to a frequent urination, and in their urine the glucose traces are also present, and they loses weight and become weaker and weaker in certain cases. Okay, and in certain cases the person loses eyesight or the vision. So usual treatment for this is insulin is not a cure, but only a method is of supplying hormone with not being produced by the pancreas. Now the over secretion of insulin. Glucose level in the blood is lowered. That is, it leads to hypoglycemia. Means hypo means below. Brain may enter in a stage of coma if the level becomes too low even for a few minutes. Means a person who has a zero, means null sugar level, will come or will go into the stage of coma, means unconsciousness. A similar thing may happen to a diabetic patient if an overdose of insulin is given. The patient may go or become unconscious, and this is called the insulin shock or the hypoglycemia. And the prompt bit of sweet or the sugar candy is helpful. Means these sweets and the candies are why helpful, because it will help in increasing the sugar level. So if a person is suffering from insulin shock, he or she may be given glucose water to increase the glucose level in the body. Now, second, the glucagon. Glucagon is secreted by the alpha cells, and it stimulates the breakdown of the glucogen, glycogen, sorry, in the liver to glucose. Thus, it raises sugar level in the blood. Now, we have completed our two glands, that is the adrenal gland and the pancreas gland. Now, I would like to give you some information about the adrenal gland, why women with beard and men with breast. So if a person is overgrowth in if in a person there is an overgrowth of the adrenal cortex, or in a mature woman she develops certain male characteristics such as beard, moustaches, and deep male voices. The condition is known as adrenal virilism. And if a overgrowth occurs in a mature man, they may develop some feminine characteristics such as enlargement of breast. Many times in our exam board ask this question, so you should know these things. You should basically know this term, the adrenal virilism. Virilism is maleness. Okay. Now the two glands are completed. Please like and subscribe my channel and stay tuned for the next video in which we are going to discuss about the thyroid and the pituitary gland. So have a nice day ahead and bye. And don't forget to like and subscribe my channel and press the bell icon. Take care of yourself.